All right, welcome back everybody. This is Steve and we are still playing with the Compaq Presario CDS 524. This has been a fantastic machine. We've got a couple of videos in the back catalog. I will put them in the description. There's a playlist, all kinds of fun, fantastic stuff. So far we have done a quick overview of the machine, got it all cleaned up because it was kind of grimy on the outside. We've changed out the Windows 3.x video drivers. I showed you all how to do that because this doesn't have support for an external monitor, which means no video capture. Now we've got video capture, and we had a messy internal of the machine because reasons. Stuff happens. Things move along. Not everybody's a computer expert, including me. There's things I don't know. I'm still learning some stuff. But this stuff I feel like I did pretty well. Got it all cleaned up. Got some free memory. We're going to play today with doing some archaeology on this machine, seeing what it was all about, what it was used for, what made this thing tick. I will, of course, not share any personal private data, but it is nice to get a glimpse into how these machines were used, and I feel like that is important to share with the community. What kind of applications the owner of this machine used, what its day-to-day life was it used for any kind of entertainment? Was it used for some type of manufacturing business? Was this thing out in a automotive shop doing parts lookup and review research work? Was it inside of an accountant's office checking out that kind of thing? Let's take a look together and figure it out. We are left at a DOS prompt, so let's do the DOS type stuff first. The first thing I'm going to do is CLS, clear the screen. I typed in clear because that's a Linux command. And we're going to do dir/w/ad. This is running DOS 6, and I'm not sure if it's AD or A:D. This is running DOS 6.2, and I'm telling it that I want to see only things that are directories, and I want to see it wide. And that worked, so it's either not AD or it's happy either way. It's happy either way. Another thing that we're going to do real quick, mem/c/p. See what kind of memory we have. We still have that 632K free like we did the last time. I am going to try and load high DOS key because we're going to be at the DOS command line for a bit here, and I want to have some fun with editing and recalling previous commands. So mem/c/p again, 632 to begin with, and we're still at 632 because DOS key got loaded into the upper memory area. That's fantastic. So we still have that same amount of memory free. One of the cool things about load high and device high is keeping your memory free and still being able to add things in and use them. All right, so dir/ad/w. We've got this CPQ DOS folder. I already showed you guys what was in CPQ DOS, but we'll take a real quick look because that is not hard to do. The CD-ROM driver, CPQ IDE, cd.sys, MS CD-ROM extensions, and checklist.ms. Checklist.ms is Microsoft antivirus, so we'll have to see if that's still on here and see if this thing has any viruses. Hopefully we'll remember that when we get farther into the process. So I'm going to go into DOS and see if the Microsoft CD-ROM extensions are in there. mscdex.exe, and they are in there, and it's the same file. Excellent. So if I was cleaning this machine up trying to conserve disk space, I would get rid of one or the other and reference it appropriately in the autoexec.bat config sys. What else do we have here? MSD, Microsoft Diagnostics. Microsoft Diagnostics. We'll do a DOS 6.x video soon because we got up from DOS 1.25 all the way to DOS 5.0, and I still have some more that I need to do. So this is a Compaq 486DX, 640K of memory, 16 megs total. Video is XGA Quad-Tel. That's interesting because this has a Cirrus Logic chip and a Trident chip, but not a Quad-Tel chip. So I wonder where it's getting Quad-Tel from. No network, MS-DOS version 6.2, PS2 mouse, driver 9.0, other adapters. Is there any other adapters? Game adapter not detected. Disk drives ACD. D is a CD-ROM drive. Yep, that's correct. 1 parallel, 2 serial. Windows 3.1 is not running. IRQ, TSR programs. My mouse doesn't want to cooperate. one of the things, I don't know if you guys notice this, but one of the things that I've noticed about corded mice over the years is that if the cord is bound up in a weird way, it stops the mouse driver from moving. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but it's a thing. It's there. All right, device drivers. Excellent. Let's get out of here. All right, that's it for DOS. We'll play with DOS a little bit later. All right, so that's DOS, that's CPQ DOS. Windows, we know what Windows is. We'll get into that in a little bit. Dark. What is Dark? Dark has a folder in it called LFD. And I can't type. Let's see what these files are. RMA resource, M agent. And with file names like agent menu, df brief, menu, standard, maybe it's not screensaver type stuff, maybe it's something else. But there's not enough here to go on, so let's keep on looking. QB patch, tech help, Q order, web wrap, QBW, and if we run QBW, it should tell us that it's a Windows program. This program must be running on Windows, so we'll look at that when we get into the Windows side of things. QBook AOL 30. I think that's also the Windows version. DeskJet would be the obvious place to put DeskJet printer software. Or just a file telling us about it. Let's see what's inside of readme.txt. Notes on the HP DeskJet 500 series printer driver for Windows 3.1. Mouse, we already looked in mouse a little bit in the last video, but I sped the whole thing up because it wasn't really part of that video. So let's look at it a little more in depth here. Bunch of stuff. I see some Windows stuff. I see some drivers. I see some enhanced mode drivers. I see a readme.bat file. Mouse user's manual. Is any part of this document going to tell you who made the mouse driver software? Yep, that was what was expected there. We have the README bat and we have the warranty bat. Limited 90-day warranty. This mouse is only expected to last for 90 days. On day 91 it will break and you are up the creek, as they say. Does not apply to normal wear or damage from misuse, abuse, improper storage, installation, accident, repair, or alteration. A lot of people altering mouses back then. And so that was all the batch files. Executable files, readme.exe. Oh, look, see, that's so much prettier than the readme.bat. Why didn't we start here? mtutor. This lesson shows you how to point and click, a basic mouse skill. Move your mouse. See how the cursor moves on screen? Now press either mouse button. Oh, look at that. All right, what's next? Double clicking. What's next? Well, first off, there was a program in here to speed this up because this mouse is running weird. What was that one? Mouse CC, mouse control center? Yeah, it's already pretty fast. Faster speed, acceleration high. Ooh. Acceleration medium. Right, that seems a little more like what I'm used to. All right, let's get back into mtutor. We did the first lesson, we did the second lesson. This one, how to drag with the mouse. So we click on this square and we move it around. Yep, that does the thing. Mouse speed, we actually just kind of, oops, get a little ahead of myself there. Acceleration settings change. We did acceleration stuff too. So the faster you move the mouse across the desk, the faster the mouse cursor moves across the screen. That was a pretty nice feature that was added later on via software. That was pretty quick. The DOS mouse driver provides several mouse cursor visibility enhancements. The mouse driver has not been loaded with the C enhance parameter. To run through the cursor visibility enhancements, return to DOS, reload the driver with the C enhance, then restart. All right. Mouse C enhance. It's not a valid parameter. Interesting. So the mouse tutor is not the one that comes with the mouse driver. Next, 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 next. I feel like I'm reading a end user license agreement. DOS Control Center lets you change the options. Type in mouse CC. Again, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We already did that. W mouse CC. I'm going to assume these are Windows programs. W buttons. W cursor. Install. I don't want to install it. I'm hoping it's just the installer program. And the test. Alright, so it's going to report the current X and Y location, and then what button is pushed. .500 reports per second. And that crashes the program. Tracking speed. Not bad. It does the thing. Alright, that's all the stuff that's in there. There is a Win31 directory. And I typed Win32 by muscle memory. Nope, that one doesn't work either. Install, test, mouse sys, mouse any, readme, warranty, readme, read warranty text. Okay, that sounds about normal. I think somebody combined two different mouse drivers into the same folder, and there's a little bit of a collision there. Alright. What else do we have? LRN Win. I'm going to assume that's a Windows program, but we'll take a look. Oh, LRN, like learn? Yep, requires Windows. What is the instruct.bat file? Win, LRN, win. Nice. We'll just start Windows and load that as the shell. Toyland. DLL icon. And this deisl1.isu was part of the, I want to say it was the Wise installer that made those files, and that's how you uninstall the program. So, yep. Toyland, I think that's the CD that's in the CD-ROM drive still. Nope, that's Candyland. Candyland versus Toyland. This will be a Windows program. We'll try that when we get into the Windows side of things. Doesn't look like they did much DOS stuff on here. PC audio. Alright, bunch of stuff in here. This thing has the ESS audio drive in it. We talked about that in the very first video in this series. Audio record, volume mixer. Okay, so these are all Windows programs. So we'll play around with this when we get into Windows also. Quicken W, that would be Quicken for Windows. C Wonders. Elmo. Uh-oh. LS. Nope, sorry. So it's just some icons. Looks like they uninstalled the program, but this was a thing that Windows did. Windows would... DOS programs very normally. Most of the time with a DOS program, you would just go remove the folder from the hard disk and the program would be gone, and that's the end of it. When Windows came out, it started putting files everywhere, somewhere in the Windows directory, somewhere in the Windows system directory, somewhere in their own folder. Sometimes the program made files along the way, and it wasn't clear how to uninstall them. So then uninstallers were all the rage. And what Microsoft does with every kind of successful piece of software was they rolled it into the operating system. And yeah, you can argue to a certain extent that those uninstall programs should have been a part of the operating system from the beginning, but it is what it is. And there still were people that made better uninstallers than the Windows installers, Windows uninstallers bundled in package. So that was the C Wonders folder. What's up next? Solitaire. All right, a couple of WAV files there. Hasbro. Yes, I Hasbro. There's Candyland. Candyland. So DOS key doesn't have tab completion. That's why I'm not doing that. All right, so this is another thing that was uninstalled, but not really uninstalled properly. BTW. By the way, all right, so there's a bitmap file, executable, VB run. Ah, this is a Windows program that was smart enough to start Windows and run itself. All right, wired add. Same thing. Movies, uh-oh. MMM. I don't know about the MMM movie format. Riff. Still not a whole lot of DOS stuff going on. MS Works is a Windows program. WP Win60 is WordPerfect for Windows. WPC20 is something that got installed along with that. DOS Bench, Check It, and Tools are my things that are coming in upcoming videos. Trident Disks is the Windows 3.1 install folder that I made for a previous video. IBM, what's in the IBM folder? Command Com. There's a different version of DOS, and this probably will not work. DOS was always really weird about when you change versions of DOS, the commands from the previous version wouldn't work, and if you put newer versions on, they won't work with the older version of DOS. And I kind of understand why, but I also kind of don't understand why. And it won't run, that's what I figured. DOS itself is telling you that when you try to run DOS, DOS is the incorrect version to run DOS with. Alright, let's look in some of these files. I see a config sys file in here. Oh, execbat file. PS1 rapid resume to work properly. PS1 tools. Be safe. This looks like they had a PS1 and then they upgraded to the Compaq Presario and copied the files over. HW check checks your hardware for the system information program in PS1. Goodness. And there was Disney, C:/Disney. Alright. MCPM. The computer is loading Mickey's Crossword Puzzle Maker. PD\legacy npm. That might be in there. Command Com. Does it say what version it is? Help for built-in commands. So it's a version 5 or above. Looks like they've obfuscated the version of DOS. swdraw.ged. Setup log. WAOL, so this would be an older version of AOL. Syslevel.ps1. Virgin.save. Some saved score file, saved game file, config sys. 12 lines of nothing. And then IOSys. Maybe this is where the actual version of DOS comes from. That's DOS version 6, so it's DOS 6 even. 6.0. So taking a look in here, we have recovery. Bunch of zip files. Okay, so this looks like it's a backup. Oh, that's right. I think this did do that, didn't it? Display archive directory. Oh, the FV program's not found. Yep, that's right. So, what do I need to do? I need to fake that. Let's see if we can fake that really quick. What it's looking for is a program called FV that will view the contents of the archive. So let's go to fv.bat and we'll do @pkunzip space -t space % $1. I think that's what it was. Okay, so it wasn't $1. It was %1. There it is. Okay, so now we can come down here and we can hit V. Okay, I'm gonna have to look on another machine for what fvbat does, but that's a quick way of viewing the files. So we do fv ps1. I guess we can do it inside of there. It's clunky, but it works, so we'll just keep working with it. Disk 2. Stunt ISL. MS Works, PS1 Boost, Aladdin, Legacy, Cursor. Alright, so there's some cool stuff in there. So it looks like I said, it looks like it was a backup. And a very rudimentary backup program, but it did the thing, and that's really all that matters. PS1UNZIP. Is that different than PKUnzip? It is different than PKUnzip. Alright. What else do we have? Yep, that would be the PS1 version of MS-DOS 6. The Animation Studio. Okay. Disney Animation Studio. That's what DAS is. Oh, and I am not an animator. Not an artist. Am I certain I want to quit? Yep. That is not my day job. Alright, so Disney Animation Studio. Was there any demo animations in here? $456K of memory is not enough memory to load a 200K file. Morgue? Looks like there's a Windows version of this. Convert. So it'll convert between graphics formats. That's nice. IP, ink, and paint. Oh, this one's in color. Yep, still not an artist. Heard some audio. Found the Sound Blaster driver. 21 cells, 320 by 200 by 16. Press any key to start the animation. Okay. Not enough memory to load Donald still. Okay, we're not going to see Donald. And this free space is free space on the hard disk, not free space in RAM. W-dash, W-flick, PT, pencil test. Okay, so we'll have to come back to this in Windows and see what it looks like in there. What is in FX? FX Saver. Fast links device driver server. Ooh. This looks like a way to transfer files back and forth between two computers. They stole this interface from Novell NetWare. Or maybe Novell NetWare stole it from them. Split screen mode, form mode, command mode, configuration. Port list, LPT star, serial transfer mode. Maximum baud rate. NetWare IPX speed, turbo. Yep, so this is post NetWare, so I'm going to blame these guys for taking NetWare's style of interface. Okay. Benchmark. Nothing in the icons folder. MSWorks is for Windows, PS1 tools. Lots of stuff in here. Start. Oh, going back into Windows. Go to Windows, go to DOS shell, go to DOS prompt. DOS shell. Isn't that gone? It's not gone. It's going back into Windows. Okay, so that was a very poorly written batch file. It was looping. First, it was a DOS-based menu system that somehow went into Windows first. When you exited Windows, then it went into the menu. Then when I chose DOS shell and exited DOS shell, it went into Windows. And then when I exited Windows, it went into Windows. And then when I gave it a third chance to exit Windows, it went back into Windows again. So we're going to take a look at that file and see just how bad it is on the inside. All right. If exists ps1 to-do.bat, get rid of it. Set the video level. And if you can't set the video level, then go to menu. It's probably what part of the problem was. So I guess it can't set the video menu. Video to what it wants, and it goes to menu. Start win, win.com. Start win, menu, PS1 menu. Make CU. Start win, make CU. Yeah, so a bunch of different labels. And then it would go to start win. So it would run this at the very top of my screen. You'll see PS1 menu.exe. It'll run the PS1 menu, which then sticks it up on the screen, sticks the text-based menu up on the screen. You pick an option, and immediately it goes to start win, which is back up here at the top, I think. Yeah, so it goes to start win and it runs Windows. And then I'm guessing PS1 menu creates this PS1 to-do.bat. So when you exit Windows, then it goes in and does the thing that you asked it to do. And then it comes back here and it says go to start win again. So that was very... Somebody went through a lot of trouble to write this that bad. If we run ps1 menu.exe by itself, first off, is there a ps1 to-do.bat? No, there isn't. ps1 menu. Oh, so it's text mode, but it uses the graphical screen and a graphical mouse pointer. PS1 recovery diskette, use additional DOS utilities. So you have to select it. Okay, you can double click on it, run double space, run defrag, run memmaker, return, and then we'll go to DOS prompt. Okay, and then we type exit to get back, that's normal. And there should be a ps1 to-do.bat somewhere. Nope, not there. Oh, because it just exited. It didn't work properly. Awesome. All right, so that's fairly broken. All right, so let's look at those other two batch files. How do we sort by type? Sort by extension. There we go. Sort by extension. Where are those batch files? There's a back file. All right, PS1 start. We saw that one. Rest win. So it's making backup files. Yep, it's restoring backup files. Start.bat, we saw that. So PS1 start and start look about the same. There's a mouse driver. Is that one going to do the mouse? Microsoft Mouse Driver 7. Existing mouse driver disabled. Okay. Is that the only compound? Yep. HW check. Not really expecting that to work. All right. So, like I said, I think this came from a PS1 machine that was then upgraded to this Compaq machine, so I wouldn't expect PS1 specific hardware tools to work on the Compaq machine because the hardware is not there. Back rest would be back up and restore. Daytime would be set in the clock. Display select. HW specs. Is this going to help? Requires Windows. Make CU. Nope, I'm not going to do a PS1 recovery. Seems like some really poorly written software. Okay, that's the IBM PS1 logo. And now we're in the wrong video mode. That might be why that mode CO80 command was in the AutoExec BAT, was because the IBM machine that predated this Compaq machine probably did that graphical logo thing, and then it screwed everything up and they had to unscrew it up. And if you watched the previous video where I went over cleaning up the AutoExec BAT, that's why I'm bringing that up. PS1 menu, PS1 setup, PS1 tools, reference disk, Win reset, YourSoft. Virus Windows, virus check, P control, PS1 start, PS1 power. QuickBooks Windows, so easy. Those look like WordPerfect files. Okay, I can't tell if that's private data or not, so I cut it all out, but it looks like it was a bunch of spreadsheets and documents, and it could have been demo. Just really, really hard to tell. I'm sure the company's long gone. SW draw. Nothing. Bunch of bitmap files, bunch of save files. Caesars. Yes, okay, it's a Windows program. Thanks for alerting the whole neighborhood. Yep, this looks like Windows. And this is a different version of Windows than what normally runs on this machine. Let's see which version it is. Windows 3.1. So you can see it's not the Compaq edition. And then we're going to get the same problem with not having the right video driver. So let's play with this. America Online games. Let's arrange these so we can actually see them on the screen. Or let's arrange them so that we can't see them on the screen. Window. Let's arrange them again. Main accessories, expert software, America Online games, and Windows printing software. Expert is Bicycle Solitaire. And games is the usual suspects. All right. And then a couple of groups that we couldn't load because this isn't the right version of Windows for this machine. Okay, so there's the IBM folder. Next up is FlexDraw. Bunch of GED files, okay. We saw a GED file somewhere else in here. Windows program. All right, on to Windows. Windows it is. Bunch of icons on here. Let's get these icons arranged so we can see them all. Oh, this mouse is running so slow. Okay, so let's look for... There's a mouse trackball folder. Let's see if there's a mouse command in there to... Come on, move. Speed it up. Double click speed. Mouse speed. All right, let's see if that's any better. That's a little better. I'm moving the mouse down the... There we go. All right. Quicken, we know what Quicken is. We'll stay out of Quicken in case there's anything there. Elmo's Preschool. This didn't look like it was installed. And that's correct, it's not installed. Because we saw the icons, but we didn't see the actual program. Oh, it requires a CD, and I don't have the CD. Learning in Toyland. We did see Toyland. Let's look at that. Can't find required files. Well, okay then. We won't be learning in Toyland. Power up. Power album. Okay. I can't tell if this is a photo album tool or some other kind of album tool. Books that work. Oh, okay. This is the... Yep. So we tried to look at these earlier and found out they were Windows programs, but these look like they are online books for home repair, wiring, and building a deck. Ding, 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 ding. So, Home Survival Toolkit. So, a program about how to... It's just a help file. About how to make some home improvements. And own a home. Get wired guided tour. Okay, that is just a picture. Click here to see a demonstration. Yeah, that was just a demo of a book. Design and build your deck. Same thing. So, I ran this program earlier. It launched Windows. It went through all the trouble of launching Windows to launch this picture to tell me that I don't have the software and I need to go buy it. Software gore. Alright, so that's books that work. So there's a couple of books on here. And it's gone now? Yeah, the thing moved. HP DeskJet Utilities. DeskJet Status Monitor, DeskJet 820C. I had an 850, I had an 870, a DeskJet 870 CSE. It's a really good printer. Yeah, they keep moving once I open them up. Candyland Adventure. Oh, this is the CD that we've been looking at. See if it works. It's reading the CD. Could be something good. Candyland requires more colors. Okay, so I went back and reconfigured this machine to do 640 by 480, 256 colors, ran the startup program for Candyland again. It went through the whole video test again, and now it is making some more progress. This video driver that I'm using has a bunch of artifacts, so this is not a true representation of what this would look like. But that's okay. This must be a 1x speed CD-ROM drive. And I want to say that was 150 kilobits per second. Kilobytes per second? kbps. We'll just say kbps. Because it's still loading. Yeah, those color artifacts shouldn't be there. I'm looking over at the CD-ROM drive to make sure the machine's not locked up. As long as the light's flashing, I'm happy.
Do you want to start a brand new game? Or an old game? Do you want to play a one-player game? Or do you want to play together with teams? Great! One player it is! Do you want the game to be easy? Or do you want it to be a little bit harder?
A little bit.
Okay, we'll play easy. Time to get started.
Oh, hello there. Welcome to Mr. Pop's Candy Shop. Haven't had many visitors lately because my shop's nearly run out of candy. If you could help me get some candy, that would be nice. If I don't get some candy soon, I'll have to close my shop. Oh.
Alright, that's enough of that. It works, it does the thing. Let me get back out of here and change the video driver. There's the Candyland adventure done. Let's talk about main. What's in main? Alright, that's all the basic Windows programs. We'll do a video on Windows later, but this is video on exploring this Compaq Presario and seeing what the extra stuff was that wasn't normal. Expert software. Oh, here's the Bicycle Solitaire stuff. Alright, we don't have the Bicycle CD, so that makes that pretty easy to go over, but I mean, you guys know what Solitaire looks like. If it was on here, it would be pretty interesting to see what different versions there was. No, I still can't. Yep. Online catalog, AT&T WorldNet service installer. Yeah, they used to do that. You used to buy like Bicycle Solitaire and it would come with the AT&T WorldNet online service. Online was big. They were really trying hard to get you online, and now we're all online and we fight to get off so we can go do other things. All right, that's the expert software. America Online. America Online 3.0. Double click to start. I doubt this is going to work because I don't have any phone lines in the house. This is only 16 colors, so you're missing out on all of the rich graphical goodness of early 90s Windows. Startup, nothing in the startup folder. Media Pilot, operator address book, CD sound system. Please wait, I am resetting the modem. Compaq operator. Haha, nice. What would you like to do? Place a call or send a fax? I'd like to do neither of those things. Your computer cannot take messages if you close the operator. That's fine, I want to close the operator. CD sound system. Do you remember audio CDs? Would you like to add this disc to the collection? Sure. The Candyland disc. MIDI player. The Too Fat Polka. Nice.
I'd like to discuss this in person.
Okay. Fax Center. Eclipse Fax for Compaq. Registration, Phone Center. Mini Pilot. Media Pilot. It says it's not ready to run, then it runs anyway, then it exits. All right. What's the Media Pilot? What's this one? Compaq Learning Center. About your computer. Learning adventure. This is actually very reminiscent of the one that came with the Compaq Portable. That was 10 years older than this. A Compaq adventure. Dr. Techno and the search for the brigands of the South Seas. Type in your initials. Why would you type in your initials? Press enter. Ta-da! Welcome to the Compaq Presario Learning Adventure. To advance through the pages of this overview, click the right arrow in the lower blah 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 blah. Okay. Let's just exit the overview. Is that a thing? That's a thing. Alright. Ding! Oh, well, that's neat. Your father researched this same band of pirates, and you have continued his search. Legend says the brigands sailed the oceans nearly 300 years ago. They waited offshore to raid merchant vessels and then deliver the stolen goods to the poor. After 30 years of pirating, these brigands suddenly vanished. According to the legend, the pirates' hideout was unknown. Interesting. Alright, that's the Compaq Learning Center. Compaq Control Center. Computer checkup. What's it going to check up? Special diagnostic software. To run the program, select OK. I'm not going to reboot the computer to run that. Computer setup. Exit the control center. Security management. Power management. Got some energy saver stuff. Blink LED during energy save. A lot of LEDs to blink. Computer setup, Super VGA, 800 by 600, 486 DX266, System ROM 1994, end of 94, 16 megs of memory, modem audio, system audio, volume control buttons, floppy disk drive, 1.6 gig hard drive, serial modem, parallel keyboard, mouse, game port. About the Welcome Center, go to Learning Center, go to Control Center. Okay. So the Welcome Center was the one we were supposed to run first, which would then guide us through all the rest of these things. Oh, there's the Microsoft antivirus. Does this machine have a virus? Detect and clean. Alright, no viruses in memory. Uh-oh. File has changed from non-archive to archive. 1/3/1980. Okay. Update it. Viewer.exe. File has changed from read-only to read-only archive. So it wasn't saying that it found a virus, it was saying that the file had changed since the last time that it looked. This was state of the art. See, I'm just going to develop this ignore muscle, where every time it dings like that, I'm just going to hit continue. At least it makes a nice loud sound that you can hear from across the room, so you can come back in here and work on it. So you can go do something else. Alright, I've had enough of that. Let's see if we can outsmart this thing. Stop. Okay. Hard disk, floppy disk, total disks. Scanned, infected, cleaned. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to file. I want to switch back to Program Manager, file, run, command, cd backslash, and I want to del tree /y checklist, it's chk list. Alright, I don't care enough to find out if this machine has a virus or not. That's annoying. That's a definite piece of software gore there. Microsoft Works. Olay registration. Run setup. Continue anyway? Yes. Can't find a file or file already open. Not all files were loaded in the workspace. That's fine. Which version of MS Works is this? MS Works 3.0, and this came with the Compaq computer when it was purchased. And let's do create a new file. And Works allows you to create a word processing document, a spreadsheet, a database, or do online communication. And this was the software that came bundled with the new computer. It wasn't Microsoft Office. It was the lower level software below Microsoft Office. Compaq Utilities, what's in here? Online help, security. Power on password. No, I don't want to set a power on password. Computer setup. Yep. This is the same thing we looked at earlier. Compaq dictionary. Abort. To stop any activity in progress. ALS. Automatic line switching, a feature that allows the power supply to operate from either 120, 220 to 240 input without intervention by the operator. Okay. So that's terms and definitions that would be important to you if you had this computer. Power management, stack logo. Stacker 4.0, get all the benefits of Stacker 4.0. So this was the stacker versus double space thing. Instantly upgrades DOS 6 and 6.2 double space users. Uses only 17K of memory if you're using DOS 6. Compaq diagnostics. Overview, Compaq Presario 520, DX266, 16 megs of memory. That's all familiar. Windows 3.1 running in the enhanced mode. Yeah, so this is just reporting information about what's in your machine. System, asset control. Yep, and then it just loops around. Compaq Safety and Comfort Guide. Maybe a risk of serious injuries from working at your computer workstation. I need to contact my workers' compensation insurance policy and get a payout. Promoting a safe and comfortable work environment. Furniture and posture. How to properly sit. Your forearms and wrists should be parallel with the floor. Or if you rest them on the table, they will be parallel with the floor. We were concerned for your safety. Bells and whistles. The calculator is considered a bells and whistles. Yeah, I don't want to hear that every hour, every quarter hour. Clock. Yep, that's like, oh, it's a talking clock. Hold on.
The time is 1:42 a.m.
Excellent. Okay, I can set 2 different alarms, but it's not, it would be nice if it could pop up and say like, hey, this is what you wanted me to tell you an hour from now. Oh, that's hard to read. But it's a stopwatch. You guys know what a stopwatch is. Timer. Start.
Seconds.
That's annoying. Audio clip library.
This is urgent. This is urgent.
And then the calculator, because we skipped over that one. 1 plus 1.
1 equals 2.
It talks.
6 plus 6 equals 12.
Could you imagine annoying your coworkers with that all day long? So that's why they're bells and whistles. It's a talking calculator. Mouse trackball software, we already looked at that when we set the mouse speed up. We already looked at the deck software. And then the HP DeskJet utilities, yep. Alright, so that's the stuff that's in Windows there. Let's look in File Manager for some of the stuff that was on the C drive. Okay, so we did AOL 30. We looked at the BTW, that was the books thing. We looked at Compaq DOS, C Wonders, Elmo, that was just files, check it. Dark, DeskJet, disks, DOS, DOS Bench. FlexDraw. We looked at FlexDraw already. View. Sort by type. Arts and letters, Flexomatic draw. Free clip art or continue. Alright, so it's another drawing program. Arts and Letters Flexomatic Draw. They sat around a conference room table and discussed it for hours on end, and that was the name that they all could agree on. Drawing tasks for Arts and Letters cannot be executed. Okay. Hasbro, Candyland, we looked at Candyland. IBM, there was Caesar's Palace in here. Under Virgin. Under Caesar's. Caesar's Palace for Windows. Okay, so it's a human versus 3 computer players. And then you can pick which game you want to play. Let's play some slots. Selected player, and we'll do $100 bets. Insert coin. Okay. I did not win. You can see how happy I sound about not winning. Yep, so it's your normal, everyday casino program. Learn to use Windows has detected the following opening applications. Since Learn to use Windows will be training you to use these actual Windows applications, they need to be closed. Really? Okay, so we'll look at that one in the future. PC audio was another one we needed to look at. Okay, so we already did look at it. Audio clips, audio recorder. Yep, okay, we already looked at everything in there. QuickBooks, Quick in Windows, Solitaire, Tools, Toyland. Toyland we wanted to try one more time. Can't find required files. Well, they're right there. Oops. And then WP Win 60 is on here, but I did not see the program group to get it started. WordPerfect for Windows version. Oh, I remember this. WordPerfect was the reigning champion of DOS word processors. And Microsoft put them out of business when they went into Windows, and MS Office came out. And there was the WordPerfect Office, which was supposed to be WordPerfect, I want to say WordPerfect Quattro Pro and Paradox? And Microsoft Office just won supreme. And there's a whole big historical backstory about that, where Microsoft may have been doing some shady business practices that gave them a competitive advantage over their rivals. We were supposed to do that whole learn win thing. Let's do that real quick. Well, yeah, because it complained last time when I ran it that there was programs running. Learn to use Windows by individual software, as opposed to group software. How to use this course. Welcome to Windows, working with a mouse. Let's do working with a mouse. Control while pressing right arrow. Learning topics, purpose of a mouse. There is more than one way to communicate with your computer. The most common way to send commands to your computer is by using the keyboard. Another popular method is to use a mouse. Mouse ball, underside of a mouse, true or false questions. It's not bad. What else do we have? Getting started with Windows. Basic Windows skills, working with a window, customizing Windows, program manager and groups, managing files and directories, working with the file manager, and printing. Save my progress. Definitely. Be sure to stick around, subscribe to the channel. We've got a couple more videos on this machine coming out, a couple of different things. I want to go over MemMaker and Doublespace real quick to see if they do anything useful. And if you hit the subscribe button and you ring the bell, you'll be notified when they come out. And then over here, on this side, these are videos that YouTube thinks, and I also think, that you would like to see next. So thanks for being awesome. We'll see you in the next one.